So hey guys, what's up? Sol here, and today we're going to be talking about a few things. One of them I wanted to talk about was this. So actually we should probably fill you guys up on what's going on. So I've started streaming to Twitch again. We'll see how that goes. I kind of feel like I've not been getting very good hits there and whatnot on Twitch. Even though the amount of followers, the followers are just there from the contest, and for whatever reason I'm not retaining attention there. So we'll see how that goes, because right now the way I feel about it is it's almost like a place for me to hang out for you guys in a long form term. When it comes to YouTube videos, I'm trying to keep them under 10 minutes, and when I can, under 5. So the way it's going to start working out next week is this week I'm just kind of testing stuff and trying to get it all ironed out. But next week it should be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And just so you guys know, I'm not playing very many multiplayer games or anything at that time. It's going to be mostly me trying to get through my single player stuff. And if you happen to be at work or something, you want to come hang out, interact or whatnot like that, that's cool. I'm looking forward to it. But that's what we're doing. Today's stream didn't go so well with Darksiders. Twitch kept on messing up on me, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, one of the things I wanted to talk about the other day was there was this Business Insider article talking about Terry Crews and his PC gaming experience, and he said how for him PC gaming was important because he was starting to lose his son. His son was not communicating with him, and that's something that happens quite a bit when you have kids. It's when the kids are so small and they're infants, they need you for absolutely everything, right? And it's just like as they get older, they start to develop their own personalities. They start to become their own person and more independent, and they start needing you less. And that's something hard for a parent, because then it gets to the point when they're a teenager and they come home, they feel like they're kind of like living with a stranger in a weird ways, because it's at that weird age where kids are starting to become their own thing, but they're not good at communicating everything yet. So there's like this weird kind of like issue with the relationship. So it's up to the parent to kind of figure out how to bridge that gap. And for Terry Crews, the way to bridge that gap was to get into gaming, PC building, and stuff like that. And so as much as like 1080s and CPUs and stuff like that matter, to him that didn't matter. The connection with his son mattered. And that's why I love PC gaming, because there's so many different reasons besides, oh, this has this many numbers more than this many numbers. There's multiple reasons why to get into it. It's not that simple. There's different reasons. And when I go to events like Land Syndicate, like PDX, you can see the people's personalities reflected in what they decide to build, regardless of the parts. So you can see like the really creative people. You can see the people that are really kind of mild-tempered and don't really go out of their way to do something that crazy. And I just think that is like really flipping cool, that because you get a PS4, you get a PS4. It's made by a major corporation. Nobody made that for you. But there's something reflected in the person's personality every time that they make a PC, and I think that's really cool. And one thing I've been seeing lately too is that, let me click over here real quick. We had this, the most important gaming platforms poll in 2017 from GDC. And what this is showing right here, and I'll show you guys in the video, that PC and Mac are at 53%, and the next platform up, which is smartphones and stuff like that, 38%. And that's a huge market, the smartphones and all that. That's huge. The next console below that is 27% at PS4. VR headsets is actually below that. Xbox One is at 22%, and it just keeps on going down. I'm surprised that Linux is actually at 7%. That seems like that's gone up a bit, but the word's getting out there, and the word's getting out there because of people like me, people like you, people like Terry Crews being very vocal. There's no major corporation or anything, although there should be. Like, I think Valve and Microsoft have done a pretty bad disservice of letting people know the strengths of PC gaming, but that is what it is. But we have people that are real enthusiastic about it, like Terry Crews and stuff, and I just think that's awesome. I hope we get more people, more bigger celebrities, especially positive figures like him, because how can you watch Terry Crews and just not like smile? The guy's so stupid positive all the time. And that is a great person to have on board, telling you like, hey, your platform's awesome, and it helped me reconnect with my son. I think that's awesome. So next thing I want to talk about, it wasn't really planned, but I watched Crit TV's WAS today, and they were talking about their most anticipated games, if I could actually talk. Anticipated games. So, for me, I just want to put mine out there. I think my top 4 this year, they talked about Cuphead. Cuphead's definitely one of them. It just has a very unique look. It's a platformer style game. Originally it was only supposed to be like a boss battle, but then turned into that. And it has elements of like Mario almost. There's like an overworld map and stuff, but it's all done in this like 1930s cartoony hand-drawn format, and it looks awesome. The other one I'm looking forward to is called Flint Hook. Flint Hook is a platformer that has elements where there's like areas when you're platforming, there's like little hook areas, and I'll show you guys on screen. And almost like Scorpion, you throw your hook up there and you can swing the one area, you can swing another area. It's got kind of like grappling and swinging elements to it, which I think is pretty cool. It kind of, in a weird way, is like pseudo, what was that game called? Robotic Commando, I think, on the NES. You had like the grappling hook arm. Anyways, it kind of reminds me of that. And then other games I'm looking forward to this year is Strafe. Strafe is a first-person shooter. I think it has roguelike elements, but it's definitely procedurally generated, so it's supposed to be every level is put together on the fly by your machine, similar to something like Rogue Legacy or whatnot, but in a 3D environment. And it has this early 3D look to it that makes it look like a Quake game or something like that. I think that's pretty cool. I also like the fact that it doesn't seem like it's a game that's very heavily story driven. It's just something you want to get in and you want to play for a few minutes or something like that, and then get the hell out, go about your day. I really like games like that, to be honest with you. Next one I want to see, though, is much more heavily on the story side, is Mages of Mysteria, and this is sort of Legend of Zelda on the PC. Now, we've just had Breath of the Wild, and Breath of the Wild's actually changed up the formula to Zelda more like it was back in the day, so I'm wondering if Mages is going to be more like a Ocarina style kind of game now. So that's one thing I'm kind of wondering about it, because honestly there's a part of me is kind of torn. It's like, do I want to play that, or do I want to eventually get a Switch and play that? But I don't know. Like right now the way it is I don't feel like I need to get a Switch, so I'm still looking forward to Mysteria and seeing what that game's all about. So what games are you guys looking forward to? What people in the PC community do you find are good influences out there to kind of spread the word about PC gaming, even Linux gaming? If you got Linux gamers out there, tell me what you think about that. I'd really like to know who's like your spokesperson for that. And if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, leave your comments down below. Follow me on Twitter at Cell Processing. Follow me over on Twitch at Cell Processing. And pretty much Cell Processing, anything else, Instagram, whatever. Links are down below, and I will see you guys later. Oh, before I go, I just want to give a quick shout out there to Wendell, Kane, and anybody else that's retweeted my streams recently, even though they've been screwed up. Thank you very much. And I actually want to give a shout out to VidMe, the guys over there. I've been putting videos up there for a little while, and they've actually been pretty good about tweeting out my videos, which is pretty awesome. So I don't think you'd ever see YouTube do that anytime soon. Could be wrong. Things change. Alright, later guys.